It's the most wonderful day of the week. It's Sarah Sunday. Hello,
Hello,
Sarah.
hello.
And welcome to you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the daily political astrology and tarot here on the Black and Orange channel. I am here literally every single day of the year, free weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, to take your political questions. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on, please. We have got epic troll slayers. If you're a ranch holder, thank you so much. And we have got a fantastic community here. You guys get compliments. There are other readers. They're like, you have really good community. It's like, why, yes, I do, because of you. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. Miss Sarah will be time stamping as we go, so we'll actually be there at the end, and it will actually be right. It will be done properly. No, I do my best. But so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. And oh, have we got a packed show.
Y'all, okay, when I say we're going to be all over the place, all over the place.
And I had no time to make tea, but go ahead.
That's okay. That's okay. I've got hot and cold. Okay. So I have enough tea for everybody. All right, y'all, at 2 minutes. So I am sitting last night on my day off, hydrated, moisturized, minding my own business in my own lane. And I hear my husband next to me across the room going, "What?" Now, my husband is not a native Southerner, so for him to exude Southern terms, automatically I'm like, "What?"
Because your husband is from where?
He's from Wales. He is Welsh.
So he's a UK citizen.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Wales, there was apparently some news that was first figured out in 2016, but they've done a little more digging. Any guess as to who, if the kingdom of Wales was still a thing, right? And so if it was still independent, I know we have the Prince of Wales, whatever.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like if Wales was still independent, right?
So it never joined the UK.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Any guess as to who would be king, or who would be right up there to have a very valid claim to the throne?
Is it somebody that we know?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, because my brain's going to... It's not unusual to be the king of anyone.
No, but
okay.
right genre of person. Well, he might be able to fit in ruling Wales around having mom spaghetti. Oh, his knee's weak. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Marshall Mathers III is a 33rd. Hang on a minute.
No.
He is a direct descendant to the 9th century Welsh king Rhodri Mar. I'm mispronouncing that. Yep. That was his 33rd great grandfather, who died in 878.
No way! We live in a simulation.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing, and somewhere there is an alternate universe where King M is whoever he says he is.
King Marshall.
Yes, King Shady, absolutely. The King's speeches in that universe are lit, I tell you, absolute fire.
Okay, so he's a direct male descendant.
Direct male descendant, yes. He's the 33rd grandson of, yes.
Okay, now that doesn't mean that he is the only, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, when this came out in 2016, they determined that he was a direct descendant. There's apparently been some folks stirring up in the last couple of weeks that have been trying to eliminate it more. The thing is, record keeping back then was not the greatest. We're talking about 878. But there is, the more they narrow it down, the more there's a higher probability that, yes, King Shady, I'm here for it.
Wow. Wow. And
I'm down for all of this.
He's living in poverty at 8 Mile, and he's actually a prince, a king.
Yes. Yes. And like I said, yeah. You only get one shot. Just one. Ooh, yeah.
This opportunity comes once in my lifetime.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. So, yes, Queen Shirley Bassey. That would have been fabulous, Lewis. Yes.
Yes. Cat Monsters, Sebastian on. We're living in a simulation.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy.
But if there was ever you know what? World just hit me. This is, when we say that things are random today, you have seen what we have opened with. So, wow. I don't know if there's anything to read on that, but...
Oh, sure. Oh, heck yeah. I don't care. I just want to read on it. Whatever comes up.
Okay.
I've never read on Eminem. Marshall Mathers.
Hey, kids. Do you like Primus? Ooh.
Hey, kids. Do you like primacy?
Right? Yes. Oh, the guy in Australia. There hasn't been. That's a good one. Yeah, you know me. I love a good. But allegedly, there is a man in Australia who is Charles and Camilla's illegitimate son from back before Diana, and he was given to somebody in the court to raise, and they moved to Australia with him when he was a baby. Now, the parentals did work, like, at the palace. Like, that all lines up. Like, they acquired a baby and they moved to Australia. That is all. And he does look very shand, which is, Camilla's people. So this is the team.
Can you imagine that poor unfortunate soul having those genetics? Anyway, oh wow. I am definitely getting alternate universe kind of energy. I'm getting his life would have been so different.
Oh, Nettie, honey, not Shady Vance, not JD Vance. We're talking about Eminem, the rapper, Slim Shady. Yeah, no, we need to. Will
the real King of Wales please stand up?
Will the real King Shady please stand up?
Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. He's a rock king. No, he's a rap king.
Instead of God. That song Rap God, and I can't do that.
No, but instead of God, I was trying to say king.
No, you're good. You're good. My brain not working right. You're absolutely good.
No, we're good. Oh, wow. Yes, Rod, take a seat. Current Prince of Wales, Eminem is our king. Okay. This is interesting.
Yes.
Because card for the reading, he's a star. That means technically he's a blue blood. Could have been great. And yeah, his childhood, not so great. Not great. But through his own act of will, he has built what he has.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's this worry here, but yeah, this is his terrible childhood, and he is a star. You know, I don't like, we're you and I, we're both American, and I'm not going to speak for you, but
Right.
I think traditionally it is an American thing that we don't believe in magical families.
Right.
Although we keep elevating them, Kennedy's, yeah, we keep elevating them, but we don't believe in magical families.
Right.
And but man, the fact that the person who would be king, the person who was king, direct male descendant, became one of the biggest well-known artists on the planet, speaks to. Also, I didn't realize he had that much Welsh blood in him, which means he's also got that vocal thing the Welsh have.
Yeah. Yeah.
King Marshall the First? No, he's a third.
So yeah, he's Marshall Mathers the Third. So who would be
King Marshall the Third?
King Marshall the Third. Yes. This is wild.
I need to hear what he has to say about this.
Somebody
needs to go ask him.
Right.
Yeah, there's not much here. Honestly, it's what it is saying is he would have been a more benevolent ruler, even without the way he was brought up here. I'm getting caring for the,
he's really big into charity and stuff in Detroit. I mean, even his little restaurant, I think it's like it donates to, I mean, it's pretty much run for charity. Yeah.
I'm not saying he'd be perfect, and let's face it, when he was young, he was full of vim and vigor.
That is a very polite way of putting that. Yes.
But he would have cared about people. So it wouldn't have been like he's good King Wenceslas, but it'd
have been fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean and everybody else. Our whole family this last week had COVID, and yeah, I had the mildest. Like, I was the only person who did not technically test positive. I had, but I stayed exhausted. I think my body was so exhausted from fighting it off all week. But I stayed on top of my vitamins. I did like Paula said, I took my zinc, and then I stay on. You've drilled into me about my vitamin C, and so is my doctor. So I was like, vitamin. So I was the vitamin vegemin queen all week. And but yeah, everybody now is tested negative, so we're all good.
Good. A cat mom had a question where I was talking about the vocal thing. It's traditionally they say that the Welsh they have a vocal choral tradition that if you generalize, it is said that the Welsh have particularly good singing voices. So you get a lot of singers out of Wales. Really good singers out of Wales.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, my teenage crush was Welsh.
Well, there you go.
He was a singer.
Very cool. Yes.
But that's what that is. So it's just funny.
I didn't know that Enya was from Wales.
I didn't either. How cool is
that? Braylon was saying. Cool.
All right.
Awesome. Yes, Welsh choirs are phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, for what it's worth, but oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing that.
Not a problem. Okay.
I'm going to
So,
guess we can't stay in energy that's that good. Our background is a gas station, everybody.
yeah. 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 Are you ready? You ready?
And I went through a lot of trouble to make it.
You did. My face isn't that. My face is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Britain has said that it will implement petrol and diesel rationing if the Strait of Hormuz remains closed for more than a week or so. Basically, they're already doing the calculations, figuring it out which petrol stations are going to be designated for emergency vehicles only, how much petrol should each person be rationed, how, et cetera, et cetera. Marge is pondering on whether Trump will have us in a position soon where we need to officially ration our gas and energy.
Yeah.
Will we end up going back to rations on any level? Fawn, I want to note she may live alone with her cats, but she lives in a flippin' castle. Enya's got a castle somewhere. The kitties are fabulous. Yes.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Chris Cool. Actually, I pulled this up, Fawn, because I was like, me? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that is hysterical.
I don't have a castle, but okay. So
the first question is: will we, the U.S., or just colloquially, are we going to end up in the West going back to rations on any level soon?
Because the last time there was gasoline rationing in the U.S. was 1979, and it can be argued that that was really the key on what made Carter a one-term president.
Oh, OMG, no, living alone with cats isn't it completely isn't a diss. I just wanted to say, yes, but those cats, holy buckets, they are running the roost of a castle. Oh, to be one of her cats. Just, that would be fabulous. I know it's not a diss at all. Sorry if it came across that way.
No, I understood, but I understand. I think we're all good.
Yeah.
All right. I think the energy's getting mixed up between us and the UK. I might need to pull this again because out where the sun is hot, trying to strike a balance, and that actually feels more like President dumpster fire than Charles or whatever. Plus, there are various kings and emperors and Lord High Muckety Mucks in the Middle East, throughout the Middle East. Waiting for your ship to come in. By the way, there are, what is it Mr. Global said? Do follow Mr. Global. He knows what he's talking about. There are about, say, 25 to 30 people working on each of the tankers, the tank ships, the ships that are in the Gulf. And they're running out of fresh water and food because I guess they can't leave, but they won't let them, nobody, because there are a whole bunch of countries all the way around that. They won't let, nobody will let them dock because they don't want to become a target. They don't want their peers to become a target. So I guess there are some tugs going out making deliveries or something. I don't know. But there are a lot of ships that are just stuck. Waiting for your ship to come in. Very much on the defensive. Yeah, this, and then work. This feels bad. This feels like things slowing down, the economy slowing down. Apparently Japan is, I think, already rationing.
That's what they're saying in chat.
Yeah, everything, they import everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But except the cute monkeys in the mountains. Those are there. But let me first of all, let me look at the UK, and then I'll see if I can get more about the US. Okay. DoorDash at sea. Yeah, pretty much. Cat Mom says, how do we get a better timeline? If you figure it out, if you find out anything, you let me know and we will spread the word.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, lucky girl. That is a link to Mr. Global. I don't know what his real name is, but he knows his stuff. Yes, bro, and nations who have already diversified their energy to renewables are doing better than most. Yep, especially solar.
Very cool, Carol.
International flight that were 1,800 are now 3,000. I'm afraid I don't know what that refers to. I know
the cost of plane tickets has jumped up that much.
Oh, yeah, and it's very there are a lot of between the TSA problems here and then overseas trying to get fuel. Because the thing you have to understand about aviation fuel, and I know this because I worked at the front desk at an FBO. Yay, that was one of my jobs. So aviation fuel is like when you take your car, you drive your car to the gas station, right? And you get out, and you go to the pump, and you've got 3 to choose from, right?
Right.
One's like
87 and 92 and 89.
92. Aviation fuel is a step up from that.
Okay.
It's super flammable, but it's processed even more.
Right. So that makes sense.
That's why aviation fuel, they can't just like go down and get some from borrow some. No. It's specialized. It's a special thing. UK is having problems anyway. They were already having an affordability crisis, and in the same way we are, but maybe even more so. Yes, Linux. Qatar makes a third of the world's helium, and so things like MRI scans that use helium will not happen. Yeah. Yeah, there was already a lot going on. And you know how over on about a year ago on my color organization channel, I was doing cash stuffing, with budgeting and all this kind of stuff. And if you go around the internet and you look at different people who do like envelope budgeting and that kind of thing, you can tell almost instantly, not even just from their accent, without even listening, you can tell who's from which country. Because all the US one, it's always like healthcare stuff. And in the UK, it is always big money travel.
Yeah.
It's like I was married to an Englishman for 20 years. I've there are a lot of things I love about England, always have. But it's like you're allergic to your own country.
Yeah. Yeah. I have my in-laws, my sister-in-law and her family. They're constantly. They spent New Year's in the Dominican Republic. So yeah,
there we go. Yeah. Who is that woman that I've shown you? And Iris?
Yes.
Iris. She's up near the Scottish border. And she's always putting aside thousands, it's like big, like she's saving up thousands and thousands of pounds to go on these trips around the world,
like Turkey and all kinds of places.
Yeah. And it's like, that's leaving. So what I've got here is leaving, but that doesn't necessarily, I explained all that because I just want to make it clear that doesn't necessarily mean everybody's leaving the UK. It's just generally they want to travel, and you're starting to see more and more people moving to other countries that are less expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And since there's already a strong thread of that kind of travel, it's not unusual. Okay, anyway, that's my brain's doing.
You're good.
Yeah, this is it's getting harder and harder to find the liquids. Obviously some people can't go anywhere, and feeling helpless, feeling like you in the UK, feeling like you can't do anything, that you can't. Different people are saying different things and lying to you, and then things are better and things are not, or they say things are better, and it's, yeah, I'm just getting a lot of frustration, and more and more people moving to cheaper countries. I watched a video last night about an American who he was a musician in LA, and he said, you know what, I'm done with this. And he moved to Vietnam, and he has, he's got a studio apartment, but instead of $2,000 a month, it's $250. He says, I can get healthcare here.
Mm-hmm.
My meals are healthier.
Mm-hmm.
He can go out to a restaurant and get like a big plate of healthy meal, because he's really tall, for like $2. And there are a whole bunch of expats and meetup groups, and he's always got people to talk to, and yeah, he's trying to get his mom and dad to move out there. So I'm just sorry, I don't know why I'm still checking on the UK, but I feel like I should. Yeah, they're already hurting. Okay. Is it am I just badly informed, which is very possible, or has the UK over the last 20 years gone through prime ministers like water?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think that's part of there's something astrological for that.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. From what I understand.
Okay. I don't know. It feels like they're floundering. Not that they're going to fall, but that like they're in the water, and it's like, where do we go?
Right.
Things were already hard financially. People burdened. And yeah, you want temperance. But I got a tower and then this far right victory. So that's the thing I would warn the UK about. This is going to be hard. Even if if everybody came to their senses tomorrow and this whole stupid thing ended, it would still take months for things to come back online and work right. Do not let the far right. Do not lean to the far right in fear, or because it will get worse under the far right. Let us tell you.
Oh yeah.
It gets worse under the far right. I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well, it says if I was not a caregiver, I'd be moving to Canada. There you go.
Well, we have a follow. Were you pulling again on this?
I want to pull in the U.S.
Okay. And then we have a follow-up.
Okay. Sorry I'm taking so long on this. I just feel like this is what I should be doing. So
no, you're good. You're good.
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And thank you, Miss Sarah. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
You're such a good person. U.S. So, because the Mark Waynes of the world are not going to be real happy about the idea of their gas.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, next.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
U.S.
Yeah.
Did I mention it gets worse under authoritarianism? We were zipping along.
Figuratively and literally.
Yeah, we were just zipping along. Back when it was laughable that this jerk could become president. I'm not saying in 2015 everything was perfect. But yeah. I'm saying we were so much better off.
Yeah.
We are isolated in this mess, which makes it more expensive for us in terms of blood and treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like that dumpster fire has sent over Marines to the region.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2,200 of them.
Yeah. And there's talk that they may try to occupy that island. Don't do that.
No, let's not. Shall we?
After this, I'll pull up after we get done with this topic, I'll pull up a map.
Okay.
Because, yeah, this aggressiveness out in the world, far right garbage, Page of Pentacles, hemmed in. Yeah, and, you know, when your country leans to the right, you get weaker economics and you get fewer rights. Now, are we going to have gas rationing? Trump is already so desperate about the rising price of gas, because there are different kinds, by the way. It isn't just aviation fuel, but even buying a barrel of oil. You can't just go buy a barrel of oil. There are different kinds.
Right.
And some of the prices of those aren't at $100 a barrel. They're at $140. They're at $150.
Right.
Karg Island, yes, Dorinda. Yeah. So we get President Dumpster Fire has lifted partial sanctions on Russia and Iran. The people were fighting.
Yeah.
So they can sell their oil, make more money to attack us. Just to keep prices down. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. We're getting on that here in just a little bit. I'm so tired of this hokey pokey war. Put your right foot in and take your right foot out. Put your right foot in and you shake it all about and kick everybody off and stomp on people and that's what it's all about.
Well, we know we oh, come on, it's like three cards. Oh, by golly, Ollie, thank you.
Oh, honey, thank you, dear.
And my gas goes up by 4 cents every 4 days now. Oh, man. Sorry. You know that the wealthy are just going to get more wealthy. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
We know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's out in the world. Trump doesn't care. This feels like the truth is setting in. He's going to do all kind of crazy stuff in order to artificially keep prices here as low as he can. But the reality is there. And, you know, it's one thing to blow smoke up everybody's, trying to blow this smoke up, MAGA's girdle. But It's another thing when you're paying for gas, you're paying for food, you're paying for rent, you're paying for, and your family or relatives or close friends are just being sent overseas for funsies.
Yeah. And that leads us into the next question at 3520. See, here's the thing. The boomers that are MAGA are the very much the me generation-y cling, like
Not all,
not all boomers, but the MAGA boomers.
Oh, heck yeah.
MAGA boomers are very like, I mean, I had to do something, so you shouldn't have it easier.
I had to sacrifice by going to the same job for 40 years with full benefits and the corporation taking,
my house, my 5-bedroom house was only $25,000.
Yes, and I put myself through college by doing a small part-time job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Skin Man, thank you.
Skin, thank you. Stocking up on propane barbecue gas for Memorial Day. That's sensible. Thank you.
But will rationing, will somebody telling Bubba that he cannot run his Dodge Hemi blaring, Skinner down the highway whenever he wants, even if he had no plans to, telling him that he can't, all of a sudden is going to make him want to. Will that be what finally turns MAGA boomers away? Having, because they don't take well to being told, no.
Free bird. There's a lot of the thing you have to understand about MAGA boomers, and some people have this every sign. There's a high road and a low road, but the main boomer generation from 1939 to the mid to late 1950s, their Pluto is in Leo. Sign of kings, sign of authoritarianism, sign of centralized power.
I've just got George Harrison's song "I Me Mine" stuck in my head, very much so. Yeah, that's all they care about is "I Me Mine."
True. A cat mom, thank you so much. Stocking up on food and water. Oh, hang in there. And thank you so much. It makes a big difference.
Yes.
Amy says, my Pluto is in Leo. Yeah, and I'm sure you've chosen the high road. Because when Leos choose the low road, like every sign has a high road and a low road. And when you go low road on Leo, you become an authoritarian.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the high road, you become a benevolent natural leader.
Well, Bear, no, not all MAGA are boomers, and not all boomers are MAGA, but I'm talking specifically about the boomers that are MAGA, because I know many, and I love them in ways before all of this started. You've got the ant here and the ant there and the whatnot, but they can be very entitled. These are the people who will cause a scene in a restaurant, or if something's not done, or can you pull up? No, you can hand me my food. I mean, this is the type of people that we're talking about. So yeah.
And Amy says, thank you, Autumn. I do like to tell people what to do. It's something I need to watch. But I bet you have good advice. Anyway, a quick side thing here. You know how Donald Jeffrey Trump has started ending all of his social posts with, thank you for your attention to this matter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's a reason he does that. If you look at human interaction, when, like, if I was just going to meet you, if I just met you,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, I think this is what should happen, or this is what I want, you'd be like, okay, that's what you want,
Yeah.
But I would not say, this is what I want. Thank you for your attention to this matter. No. You're already steps into this interaction. Either you've used a person's product, or you've already dealt with a person or something. And this is the point. This is that edge. Thank you for your attention to this matter. You're on that edge before you start becoming really difficult if they don't comply.
Right.
That's why he's drawn to that, and why he just keeps using it over and over and over, because he is saying, in effect, do this. Talk about entitled and thank you for your attention to this matter. It's control. It's about control. Yeah. And it's a low level warning. And that's why he uses it. Anyway.
He's so gross.
Yes. Yep. By the way, yeah, we've oh, it died. No, it didn't die. It timed out. My mouse times out. In the chat. Wait. I missed it, but no, we've talked in the past. I used to have a graphic for it about if you can look at the different generations, the named generations, and it is surprising how it corresponds with Pluto moving into the different signs and the nature of them.
Right.
It's surprising. Anyway, all right. As far as there are already people suffering. There are, of course, there are people like me and older than me who I wasn't aware of this at the time in 1979, because that's the year I turned 8. So I wasn't really aware of the rationing. But there are people older than me. I'm sure you'd say, yeah, you remember it. But frankly, there are a whole lot of people like my friend here who was born after that. So you have a huge swath of the population who doesn't remember this.
Right. I mean, basically, if you're under 50, you're not going to have you're not really going to have many memories, and you might have a few, or if you have any anecdotes that have been handed down familiarly, whatever, but you're not going to remember the last time we had rations in the US. So yeah.
Yes. Okay, I need to make this perfectly clear. I'm sorry to have to stop the entire live stream for a second, but I am going to stop. In no way, shape, and form are we insulting people of the boomer generation. This comes up every time the word gets used on this channel. There ends up being comments and things in the chat of people talking like we are, or I am knocking people who are over a certain age. Absolutely not. And I need to make this absolutely crystal clear. We are not talking about you. We're talking about MAGA. Right. MAGA boomers, MAGA Gen X, MAGA Gen Z, MAGA, so please, I just, it just, I'm sorry. It just makes me crazy that it's like we just say the word and then it's just, that's all anybody talks about. And it's like,
well, it's just like when you talk about, and you were mentioning how generationally, that's when Pluto dances in and out of things, right? Well, it's just like any star sign, we've talked about this a million times. There are good aspects and there's bad aspects. When Aquarians go bad, when Scorpios go bad, Does that mean
Yep.
that all Aquarians are bad? No. Does that mean that all Scorpios are bad? No. It's the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
it's where things were in the sky during a particular period of time. Does that mean that only bad aspects are no, absolutely not. You are who you are, and we love you. We love
Yeah.
exactly who you are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And it comes down to kindness. Are you kind or are you not? That doesn't have anything to do with when you were born or what sign you are or what your racial makeup is or anything else. So, okay.
Oh, burn. Burn says, I'm so old, my social security is 1. I cannot with you, dear.
My social security number is 1.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The right has fought tooth and nail against renewable energy in this country. You got to keep that oil flowing. Drill, baby, drill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there comes a reckoning.
But they should have thought about them little Priuses back in the day instead of clowning on them, huh?
Exactly.
Hmm.
And as we know, because it sets my hair on fire, the oil companies, they're going to be fine. The rich are going to be fine. Trump and his ilk are just going to keep raking it in. So, once again, I'll say it every day if I have to. This is not our lesson to learn.
Right.
And we told you.
Yes. All right. Let's look at, you want to talk about random. Let's take a random break for a second.
Yeah, please.
At 47, because the news is as ADD as I am today. Okay.
Well,
Y'all,
don't
I got
change
something
it.
in the
Don't.
mail.
Well, Sarah, don't change a hair for us. Not if you care for us.
Oh, well, I mean, I change my hair every week for y'all, but it's fine. So, okay, y'all. I got something in the mail.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Hang on a minute. I did not block it out though, which was really goofy of me if I'm about to be showing something. Okay, so there was something that came in the mail for voting, a piece of, you know what, I'm just gonna hang on. I'll just put my hand over it. Okay, so this came in the mail. This
Ew.
woman is trying to is running against Bill Cassidy. All right. Bill Cassidy is a Louisiana senator. He was one of Trump's fabled golden boys, the first term, because he was one of the ones that went to Russia on the 4th of July. Bill Cassidy's the one, but this term around, who has been giving RFK Jr. a lot of mess though, because he grilled him, because Bill Cassidy was a doctor. And he's catching it really hard back home, because every time he posts something, social media, Louisianans are just on him. Like, I thought you were a doctor. I thought, you said that you weren't going to support him, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So, anyway, so this woman, Julia Letlow, is running against Cassidy, and you open it up, and it's all like, Bill Cassidy, blah, 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 blah. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's where it gets weird. Oh, duh. I've got a whiteout thing right here. Oh, okay. Please.
No, fine. Maybe St. Cassidy's the one who voted for RFK Jr. and now regrets it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. He is now. So he comes out saying that he regrets it. So I was looking at this. It came in the mail, and I was like, okay. And it's got a little quote from her, whatnot, blah, 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 blah. She's going to primary him. But look who paid for this.
Paid for by MAHA PAC?
MAHA? So why is Make America Healthy Again supporting Why are they funding campaigns? Why is MAHA funding campaigns?
That's interesting. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't say. Oh, it wouldn't actually be the Health and Human Services part of the government, but who knows?
Right? Unless they're just trying to get rid of people who are still standing in their way. Louisiana is still very red when it comes to Senate. So more than likely it's going to be a Republican, as much as I hate to say that. I mean, I'm not voting Republican, obvi. But it's just weird. Like, is there something weird going on? You and I were talking about this before.
Valerie, MAHA, take on me, take me on.
Yeah, we'll all be gone with this game.
At the rate we're going.
Yeah, MAHA is RFK Jr.'s PAC. Yeah, so it's interesting.
Did you want me to read on anything?
I just over general. I mean, what just in general is that does she stand a chance? Is Cassidy on the way out? Are we going?
What's her name again?
Her name is Julia Letlow.
Julia Letlow or Cassidy. And I agree with Valerie. Ew, she touched him?
Yeah.
Jeez. I cannot. So RFK Jr.'s PAC is supporting the woman who's going up against the guy who's given RFK Jr. grief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
RFK Jr.'s PAC, I would suspect, has money to burn. Based on what this card is telling me. Campaigns. There could be there have been a lot of changes already where some people think, like, I am all for, if I didn't believe in supplements and things like that, my health would be unbearable right now.
Right.
I would be in pain all the time.
Right.
I take so many pills every day. I have like pill containers set up weeks ahead of time. So this is kind of folksy because we're talking about health. So this would be your more folksy kind of old. Well, back in the day, we didn't take vaccines and we were fine. No, huge chunks of the population suffered and died.
Yes.
But you didn't happen to be one of them. So you're just like, what? It's like saying there were no kids who were abducted when I was young.
Yeah. It's like,
of course there were. Mm-hmm. You idiot. But this is I'm all for, if people want to take, their healthcare in their own hands, that's one thing. But this is this kind of folksy, there's a happy medium between traditional and modern medicine, and they're not even close. I don't like this because, Miss Sarah?
Yes. Oh.
Because this is her. That would be healthcare, meaning like supportive MAHA, sorry. And I've got the devil here, which is the awfulness of MAHA. So this is the old folksy stuff that will make you suffer and die. There's some power here. I don't know that what's the polling looking like, because she might, if she doesn't win this, she might run for something else and get in.
I don't know what the polling looks like. Let's see. Sorry, earlier I was trying to look on my phone. Somebody was asking about how it was looking, the race against Johnson, and so I was trying to pull up the names for that because my brain cannot hold on to names
No, you're
anymore.
fine. But Bear, I understand Pluto and Leo does not mean baby boomer. I've been saying that it is surprising how close. We have naturally chosen these rough years of cutoffs for the different generations, and it is an interesting coincidence that the Pluto moving through certain signs is surprisingly close to those that people came up with on their own, and the nature of those generations, how close, how much it is echoed in the sign that Pluto was in at that time. So it isn't, I'm not saying it's the same thing. Or says I spend a small fortune on my vitamins. Oh, me too. This costs me hundreds of dollars a month. But I used to be in constant pain. So
I'm not seeing polling from any place that I would trust for anything.
fair enough.
So. What you got?
I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I'm just having a bad day. Maybe I'm just grumpy. Maybe it's all the Aries energy.
There is a lot of it. It's everywhere.
I've just got a big fight in Louisiana amongst Republicans. You know, that's your RFK Jr. MAHA thing, but you've got the far right, the far right victory, but then you've got a big old tower because, look, the far right may do halfway decently in Louisiana, but I don't think it's going to be so easy around the rest of the country. So I pulled to try to get some clarification in Republicans versus MAGA. Two knights facing off, Republicans and MAGA, in this whole big campaign. Basically, what I am getting is, would you like to be shot or stabbed?
Smile and scream, people.
Yeah, no, I don't mean that. Of course, I don't mean that literally.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, there's one more question. I know that we've been here, but there's one thing that we've been talking about that I'll make sure that we get to.
I'm here all day, and I'm always happy to spend time with you. You whatever you want to throw at me, throw it at me.
Okay, so Trump has announced that ICE will be filling in at airports for the TSA. And if he puts ICE in airports with masks, how's that gonna go? You ever see somebody say something, and it just the whole neon sign just goes, very bad idea. Very bad idea. Yeah. Oof.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aspie Third Eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Honest question, can they do that? I mean,
it's all part of the same department. The TSA is all falls under the Homeland Security. So I would think that technically they might be able to.
One word, training.
Oh, well, they're not. trained as it is, so they don't care. I mean,
I know. I didn't mean trained as ICE. We know they're not trained.
no, yeah, no.
TSA. I mean, there's the country and there's law enforcement, and
I don't see this going through though, because it would be technically getting around the whole point, which is the shutdown. Is the way that they were able to do the shutdown. They tried to defund the DHS, but they couldn't do everything, and ICE was tied up in something. So like the Coast Guard and the TSA got the rough end of the deal. So yeah. Whereas ICE is still icing.
What I'm getting is, when you said very bad idea, bigger neon. Bigger, more, it needs more neon. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be a bigger sign. This is stupid. This is a really dumb idea. Institutions, really, we're in such a desperate, dangerous state that you're going to have ICE agents stop catching the criminals, the 6-year-old criminals, and have them go do this. They will mess up. They will question things they shouldn't be questioning. It will not make things faster. It will get uglier. And so these super long lines, have you seen the lines? Holy buckets. Have you seen the lines for TSA? Hours.
Yeah,
Some people are spending 5 hours in line to get through TSA. So it will get, if you do this, you're just handing more power to the Democrats.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Nettie, honey, the questions are in there. We're going through what we can get through, sweetheart. We'll get through what we can get through.
We roll questions over too.
Yes.
So
yes, yeah,
where we can.
Yes. So let's see here at 1 hour. Okay, so Shannon's wondering, why won't Dumpty agree to a ceasefire, allowing the crisis to subside for a bit in Iran? Pope Leo came forward and he was like, look, stop. And, you need to do a ceasefire. And Trump just stomped his feet. What? He literally said, I don't want to do a ceasefire. That's not the exact tone that he used, but that is a literally word for word quote. I don't want to do a ceasefire. Yeah. So,
okay. Oh, sorry. I was going to, we're talking about war. I'm going to interrupt you for just 1 second. I'm so sorry. But I had talked about pulling up the map. Right. This is the Persian Gulf. And you have all these are different countries, all around here and there. There, right? Most of this is Iran. Well, this is the Strait of Hormuz right here, and it is, there are only really 2 lanes, one going one way, one going the other, on a good day. Just because of the under the water, it's not super deep, and it's so there's only, you can't just have a free for all, because there are ships who will run aground.
Right.
So, if I zoom in and then I go up here, all right. So here we have, this is Iran here on the right, Kuwait, right? So Saudi Arabia is over here. Okay. See this right here? This island? This island is very important for oil in Iran. And
Okay.
they see here it says KHARK, here it says KHARG, which I'm guessing is the city.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just anyway. No, the city is Karg, the other one's okay. Anyway, whatever. All right. So on this island, you have this airport up here, and if you were to go into more detail here, you would find that there are gas powered plants. There are there's a whole lot of stuff here that has to do with transporting oil
Mm-hmm.
and other what have
Right.
you.
Right.
Dumpster fire. They made a deal the other day that President Dumpster Fire had the Pentagon bombing this island. And then now the talk is of potentially having our Marines try to occupy this island.
Mm.
Can I point something out? It's very small. And that's Iran. It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
I mean, let's just put some of our folks there and say, here's a target. Go ahead.
You think
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can get missiles to Israel, and you think you can put American boots on the ground on that island and everything's going to be fine.
Mm.
It is hard to state just how small that little tiny thing right there.
Mm-mm.
And this whole thing on the right, that whole thing is Iran.
Dorinda says that's where they process the oil and ship it from there. They also process butane there as well.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry. I really wanted to point that out because
it's insane. It is absolutely insane that is,
and I don't think
a waste. Forget that is a waste of non-monetary resources, but human like literally, like.
It's a bloodbath. It's a potential bloodbath. It just is. Yeah, Michelle's saying it's 500 miles of Iranian coastline. Right there. Right there. Right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So anyway, I know that there's been so much talk about what's going on over there. So I just wanted to, where I can, you know me, I want to create a graphic or I want to show you a picture or a map or something. So
right.
Get a
reference point. Yeah.
Of what we're talking about. So when they're talking about Karg, KHARG, because the KHARK was the city, my mistake. Karg, that's what they're talking about. Yes, that's it. Yes, M. Kelpie Kankles has given Iran 48 hours to comply, giving up, or he said they'll start bombing energy centers in Iran, which is a war crime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Old Silver, there's a lot that could be done remotely, but they're sending Marines over there. And that's a big heck no.
If we have, I know that everybody here, our little collective community, I know not everybody prays, and that's fine. But if you have any extra energy, whether and you're able to channel it or pray or whatever works for you, okay? If you have any extra energy, there's a couple places it needs to go, right? To the Marines, to the people who are going to be affected by the rationing, because it's going to affect the poor people first. Yep. So lower income people first. So, lower income people, our Marines, our Coast Guard, who still have not been paid and are still defending our coasts, because they're tied up with all this too. The TSA agents, that it's none of them. They're just trying to keep us safe. So there's, regardless of your beliefs, if you could just send some good energy, prayers, whatever works for you, and keep some of that good energy for yourself. Don't send it all out, because we need you through this too. Okay, we need you, all of you.
Yeah, we are in this together, very, very much so.
Debbie, there's talk in the UK about rationing with petroleum and diesel fuel. And so, and there's talk about it over here in the abstract. The UK is actually getting a plan together. We talked about it earlier in the stream. So.
Yeah, and if this goes on for another week, the UK is seriously talking about rationing.
Yeah.
Now, there's something we did not talk about here, and I want to make sure I get the best information. And normally I wouldn't, but I just feel like I need to give you as much information as I come across. So take this with a grain of salt. I have not been able to verify the numbers yet. Okay? But just something out there. It's about our emergency petroleum reserves.
Mm-hmm.
Our national petroleum reserves, this was set up back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the Gulf mess. Now, there are some people who think that means that basically there are barrels and barrels and barrels of oil in warehouses somewhere, which is not true. What it is they found these giant salt caverns.
Mm-hmm.
And so they fill those up with oil. And the salt stops the oil from seeping out.
Right.
I imagine for the most part, but I'm sure it's not perfect, but it's, that's what it is. Okay. Couple of things. Again, I need to research this a bit more, but I'll just throw this out there because maybe you know something. Those salt caverns were only supposed to hold petroleum for about 20 years. And my understanding, what? Anyway, my understanding is one of the problems is because those caverns are so old, they've been used for this for so long, rather. One of the problems is that if at this point, I believe I heard someone say that if the actual petroleum levels in those caverns goes below a certain point, there actually isn't enough pressure anymore, on the sides.
Oh.
And the things, the caverns weren't full when we started, and now dumpster fire is pulling a whole lot more out. So I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm just saying, and I'll do more research, but I just want to throw it out there. If you know more, great. Sierra gases, they store a lot more than that in those salt caverns. Okay, but please correct me if I am wrong. Please, oh please. Old Silver says in-ground used fields can also be used to store. Good. But I just want to check, because I would not put it past these people or dumpster fire, even with advisors saying, yeah, you don't want to do that because you could risk cave-ins or something, who knows? And him just going, I don't believe you. Dorina says they pump fresh water into the caverns to get the oil out. Okay, well, that would definitely keep pressure on the sides then. That's good. Yeah, I'm not getting catastrophe here.
Okay,
I'm not. Petroleum fields, there's a lot that goes into trying to keep those caverns safe. They are very, very crucial. I don't trust this administration, but I am getting a sense of some very smart people who are keeping an eye on things.
Oh, good. So, good. Because that's
Yeah.
Ooh. But hey,
this is what the country elected: the dumbest idiot who refuses to learn.
Yeah. But hey, just somewhere there's an alternative timeline.
Yes.
Where Marshall Mathers is the king of Wales.
All
he got
hail.
His one shot. Palms were sweaty, knees weak.
King Marshall Mathers III. Huzzah! God save the king.
Yes.
All right. Oh, thank you so much for being here. And Miss Sarah, thank you so much for everything. You are a joy.
Well, I love y'all. I love y'all. And we've got this. Like I said, just where you've got extra energy, save some for yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. But, just make sure that we send some to the people who have been sent over, who don't want to. That's not their jam. That's not what they signed up for. The people who are protecting us without pay, and the people who are going to be suffering with all of this unless something changes. So let's send some energy there.
Yes.
So.
All right, so that will do it. It is 1:30. We went over, so it's 1:32 p.m. here in Chicago and down in Shreveport.
Yes.
At 3:00, we will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We don't talk about politics. We're just productive and supportive of each other, and it's simple stuff. And it's totally free. So we'll be there at 3:00. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I'm here every single day, and I will be. That's just how it is. All right, so
this is the way we live. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
All right, so please remember you're not alone, that we are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right, take care. All right, and as always, see you later. Okay, bye.